Hello and welcome to our first day of the HQ Summer Show. I'm Johnny Barfus here in the Handy Quilter Studios. With me is Kim Sandberg.
Hey.
And we are super excited that you're joining us today.
Yeah.
So we have a lot to talk about.
We do.
Right?
Absolutely.
There's a lot going on this week, and we hope that you guys will join us every day and take part in it with us.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Okay. So first off, it's the HQ Summer Show.
Hashtag
Right.
HQ Summer Show.
And that is a virtual quilt show.
Mhm.
Tell us more about that, Kim.
So if you use this hashtag and post your quilts, you'll be entered to win some awesome prizes. On Friday, we are giving away a Stitch 210.
A Stitch 210. You guys, that's a sewing machine.
Yes.
That you could win just for posting a quilt on social media.
Mhm.
So Facebook or Instagram.
Yep.
And this is the Stitch 210.
Such a
Isn't
cute
that
machine.
so cute?
It's such a cute
Perfect for a retreat.
Retreats.
So day, whatever. So you want, if you don't have that a good traveling machine, this is a perfect one, right?
It is. And it's just a great machine to
Mhm.
sew on. It's small, it fits in all kinds of spaces. It's just a really, really great little machine. So on Friday, we're actually going to have a panel of
Mhm.
judges. Johnny and I will be on that panel, and there'll be other people involved,
Right.
other educators. We're going to be picking our favorite quilt of the week that is posted with the hashtag HQ Summer Show. And we'll be giving this away. But in the meantime, we're also going to have judges' favorites on Friday.
Yeah, judges' favorites will get you a prize.
Mhm. And if you comment while we're live today, we're going to be giving away the apron that Johnny's wearing. Plus, the pockets are clear full of goodies.
Now, I'm not going to show you what's in the pockets yet, but
We'll
I'm
save
going to show you in a little bit.
Yes.
This thing is stuff, and I might even throw some things off my desk into here,
Yeah.
so you guys can get some extra goodies.
Yeah. So be sure to comment. Tell us where you're from. Tell us about what you're working on. We want to see what you're up to this summer with your quilting journey.
Yes.
So let us know.
Definitely.
So be sure and comment at the end of the show. When Johnny and I are wrapping up things, we'll be picking one person who will be winning this apron with all the goodies that are in the pocket.
Yeah. So to recap, just to make sure everyone knows, anyone that comments while we're live right now, and we're going to try to go for a little while, you know. So anyone that comments while we're live, you'll be entered to win this apron.
Yes.
Full of goodies.
Mhm.
So comment away.
Comment away. Yes.
And if you have any questions, put those in.
Yeah.
We will be reading off any questions. So let's talk about the magic of live television, you guys. Not television, but you know what I mean.
So let's give them the outline then of what we're doing the rest of the week too, in addition to just the quilts.
Just the quilt. Well, it's a show.
Mm-hmm.
So
we have machines at
show pricing. Now, if you don't know what that means, if you go to a show, we generally offer a better discount.
A really, really, really good deal.
Yeah.
Really
so we
good.
call it show pricing. It's generally only available if you attend a show, and they usually will extend it to like a week after a show or something.
Maybe something like that. Yeah.
But prices are available on our website. So if you go to handyquilter.com, search the machine you're interested in, or from your local retailer.
Yep. You can get it both ways.
Yes. And we are not talking about the prices here.
No.
We'll tell you the Moxie. We're going to be talking about the Moxie today.
Right.
So the Moxie has an MSRP of $49.95.
Yes.
The show price, we're not talking about that on the air, on Facebook here or YouTube. But go to handyquilter.com.
Yes.
Or your local retailer for that price. And that's good for this week.
This week only. The prices are good through the end of this week, meaning July 31st. Because what's happening on August 1st, Johnny?
Yes, August 1st, we're having a price increase across the board. And then you guys are seeing this everywhere.
Yeah.
Supply chains, but supply chains are being affected.
Yeah.
So many things are being affected right now so we're seeing prices increasing across everything right now, you know.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of chatter on Facebook about price increases on
fabric,
everything,
everything.
So
for a last stitch effort, we are having all of our prices at show price this week. So as you guys saw there, MSRP on the Moxie $49.95. You can get a much better deal. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about that all week.
Wait 1 second. I want to interject. anyone who puts their order in this week,
yes,
you'll get that at that show price.
Yep.
You might not get delivery for a couple of weeks because those machines will still need to be built. But if you get that order in next week, you are assured the show price, right?
If you get your order in this week, you are assured show price. That is correct.
So if you're thinking about a new machine,
it's the time.
Okay, what are we going to talk about next?
Well, I was going to say, so this week, part of the show is we want to show you our lineup of machines. So we're starting today with Moxie Monday. Johnny and I are going to talk all about the Moxie, and then we're going to show you some of the quilts that we've seen already on the hashtag HQ Summer Show. We're going to show you some of those, and then we're going to do that giveaway at the end. So, Johnny.
Oh, should we address that first question that we had?
Yes.
Should we talk about that right up front?
We should.
I don't remember who it was from. I apologize. And I can't quite see the screen. My eyes are not that great.
We have been getting a lot of questions about probably the worst kept secret in the industry, Pro Stitcher Lite, which is going to be a version of Pro Stitcher for the Moxie. It is a simplified version. It's just a great way to explain it.
Right.
Everybody wants to know when it's coming. The answer is soon. It's coming soon. Right. We are working really hard on this here at headquarters. We are testing, developing, doing all of that fun stuff. Just stick with us. It is coming soon. But yes, there is going to be a Pro Stitcher available for the Moxie, which is super exciting.
Yes. So Moxie comes on the loft frame. The PS Lite is designed for the loft frame. The PS Lite also is designed for either the...
Well, you can also use it on the little foot frame.
The little foot frame.
The little foot frame or the loft frame are the only two frames that it will work on. And it will work with the Moxie and the Simply 16.
The Simply 16.
Yes.
So we've seen a lot of questions we wanted to address about that as well. So if you are pondering Pro Stitcher in the future, can we talk about pricing on PS Lite?
I don't think we have that finalized
We don't have pricing on PS
Lite.
It's going to be a great deal. It's going to be really good compatibility with the Moxie.
Yep, absolutely.
So if you're thinking of Pro Stitcher in the future, just think about that what you're going to want to sew it with, I guess, right? If you take the Moxie or the Simply, the Moxie on the loft frame, but if you get the Simply, you have to be on the little foot frame, right?
Yes, on the little foot frame or the loft frame.
Right.
Those are the two frames that it's available
on. So just think about that if you're taking into consideration. If you're going down the road, what you want your Pro Stitcher to run on, I guess.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
So just the simple answer is it's coming soon. Hang tight. It's coming soon.
Soon. Okay.
All right.
The Moxie.
Let's talk about the Moxie.
This has been a great seller for us at Handy Quilter.
It's an amazing machine. It's such a great entry-level machine.
Right.
You know, you want to get quilts done. You have a little bit of a tighter space. You've got a little bit of a tighter budget. The Moxie is such a great machine for this. So let's talk about some of the features that come with the Moxie. So the Moxie, what is the throat space on the Moxie, John?
15 inches of throat space.
15 inches, yep.
And I like to talk about stitch regulation.
Yes.
It has all the same great stitch regulation that all of our other machines have. So you have that great option. Beautiful stitches.
Yes, absolutely. And stitch regulation, we've got cruise or oh my gosh, I'm just
regulated.
Regulated
manual.
is cruise. We've got regulated, manual. We've got cruise and precision.
Cruise and precision. Sorry, you guys. That always, I don't know why it always gets in our brains. It's weird, but
so you could do either one of those. It's got great lighting here at the needle, which is so fantastic. You can use all the fun threads that you can on all the other machines.
Right.
It's got, let's see, I'm trying to remember. Okay. So the Moxie is a little different than our other machines. It has this smaller screen, which is not a touch screen. We actually use the handlebars buttons on the handlebars to navigate this screen. And it is easy to use.
It's very intuitive, very user-friendly.
It is very easy to use, very, very user-friendly. It's simple. It covers everything you're going to want to do with your machine. Some questions we always get, can I use rulers with a Moxie? Absolutely. You just need to make sure and get a ruler base to go with it. So we've got a ruler base here.
And the Surefoot.
And the Surefoot.
Do you want to show them what comes with the machine?
Yeah,
I just want to point out really quick too, with that price.
Yes.
Like, if there was a machine at that price when I was shopping for a long arm, I would have definitely wanted something like this.
Taking the dive a little sooner.
Exactly.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. So one of the cool things with the Moxie, first of all, it comes with your choice of frame. You can either get it with the loft frame, which comes at 8 feet. It's a great frame. It's the frame that we have it set up on here today. If you want to do a little bit of some bigger quilts, you can actually add a 2-foot extension. So you can make it 10 feet. The Moxie is unique that it comes with this Moxie accessory kit, which if I open this up, it is a box of just goodness, isn't it?
Exactly.
First of all, the Moxie we partnered with a company called Quilt. And there's actually an app that you can follow to set up the frame and get the machine set up. And it's pretty cool, isn't it, Johnny?
Yeah, so if you're in an area that you don't have a retailer close or you order online, we are selling this on the website. And they can just ship it directly to you. And you can set up yourself using those instructions. It's again,
pretty easy.
Very user-friendly, easy. You can do it in a day, less than a day for sure, I think.
It's nice to have a friend help you. But
yes, have your quilty friend come over and help, definitely.
It's definitely. Then we've got this great card on loading your quilt. You can actually set the loft frame up 2 different ways. You can do high position or low position. High position is like what we call standard on our other frames, and low position is like clear view. Low position is really great for using rulers because we don't have this the pole right here that you're going to bump into. However, it's a little easier to get to the bobbin case with high position.
So this right here is in our high position,
High position, right? Yes, it's set up as high position. Both positions are great, and you can do all kinds of quilting no matter how your frame is set up. The next thing that comes with the Moxie is this quick reference guide. And this is everything about getting started. It gives you information on needles. It shows you how to thread your machine. And then on the back, this is really great information. This goes through all the icons that are available on that screen, that little screen. And it also teaches you, using the buttons on the handlebar, how to navigate through those screens.
Yeah.
So it's really great. And this is a really fun bonus for the Moxie. Right, Johnny? You want to talk about these?
I do. That's the stickers that you can use to customize your machine and your frame. The one that everybody kind of seems to like is the direction of the poles. Right? So you can put on there, okay, the quilt top goes on this one, the quilt back goes on this one. I personally, I love the colors. There's definitely my color scheme. Turquoise and lime, right? Well, not quite turquoise, I guess, but
there's some turquoise in there. Yeah.
Those are definitely my favorite colors. And I really think we should do this for other machines. I'm sorry.
Agree. So, I know we're lobbying for it.
Josh, if you guys are listening, I think we should do this for all the machines, right? I think people would really love to be able to order that.
We love these decals. They are so much fun to be able to personalize your machine, your other machines. They're just really
We haven't tricked out our own machine here.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should do that. Now, the next thing that comes in this box, it comes with all the standard stuff you need for a long arm. So you've got your oiler, you've got extra bobbins, needles,
tools.
The tools you need, a little brush to clean with, all of that good stuff. But this is the real prize here, right? In this box.
We include a thread sample pack with every machine sold as well. So I think it usually comes with 5, right?
I think so. About 5 different threads
from Superior Threads that you can try out. We want you to just try out all different threads in there and see what you like. But it also comes with a yard of fabric.
It comes with a How to Quilt kit. And it actually comes with a yard of fabric, a box of pins, your Superior Thread sample pack, and a channel lock. And all of this stuff helps you get started quilting. And if we actually pull out, so there's one other paper. I'm trying to find the other paper in here. So we've got all this stuff here. We've actually got, so here's your yard of fabric. If I pull that out, you'll be able to see the thread, the pins, all the other good stuff that comes with it there. But this is the extra little bonus you get with the Moxie. So this is your, now it's time to quilt. And we have you start, when we teach in the studio, we teach these patterns, don't we?
Yeah, we do start with E's and L's.
E's and L's. Then we move on to a stipple pattern. And then we add a little pattern into the stipple. And then we show you one more option, adding in a heart or a leaf, just depending on what direction you're looking at.
Your favorite thing that you like.
Yeah. Whether you're quilting a flowery quilt or a Valentine's Day quilt, just depends. And then we show you the path for a continuous curve. We feel like these are some really great patterns for beginning quilters to get started with. And you can take this yard of fabric, and you guys can see that it's got this great grid marked out on it. So you can choose a specific space and try out these different quilting designs in here. Just a little something to get you started with quilting.
Yeah.
So it's a really fun little extra addition to this machine that is just, it's such a great machine. So this little, I call it a quilter's party in a box, the Moxie accessory.
It really is.
It's got everything you need in there, right, Johnny?
It definitely is, yeah.
Okay.
Do we have any questions, Kelly,
Oh,
that people want an answer to?
we'll have to see. So let's talk for,
questions about Pro Stitcher Lite versus Pro Stitch. What should they look for as far as features for Pro Stitcher Lite? And if they get Pro Stitcher Lite, is it upgradable to Pro Stitcher Premium?
okay, so we have a
really
really good question here. So we're getting questions about what are the features that are going to be included in Pro Stitcher Lite, what aren't, and also is Pro Stitcher Lite going to be upgradable down the road? So here's the basic overview of Pro Stitcher Lite. So Pro Stitcher Lite is a simplified version, that's why it's called Lite, of the program. You're still going to be able to do edge-to-edge designs, custom quilting, all of those kind of things. There's just not quite as many options available. It's simplified. Will you be able to upgrade? The answer is no, because they run on a different frames, which have a different track system on them.
Right.
So the Pro Stitcher Lite is only going to work on the Moxie and the Simply 16, and it will only work on the loft frame and the Littlefoot frame.
Correct.
I said that right?
I think so.
Okay. So if you want to, if you have a Moxie with Pro Stitcher Lite down the road and you want to upgrade to Pro Stitcher Premium, you would want to consider purchasing a new system to be able to do that upgrade.
Right.
You would not be able to upgrade this one. But trust me, I've actually been working on, and Johnny will attest to this, I've been working on developing the manual with a team and writing tutorials. You can still do the same stuff. You can set up that edge to edge and you can wrap it. You can set up areas and skew. You'll be able to set up areas and crop away and make things customized. It's just a little bit of a simpler version of Pro Stitcher.
Right. And I know there's been a lot of concern about people I've seen online and stuff that are commenting that say, okay, is this going to do what I want to do? You know, it's not that watered down.
No,
it's really not.
It really
from what I've seen, it's really great.
Yeah, you'll still be able to offset designs or wrap designs, like edge-to-edge designs. There's a lot. There's very few things that you still can't do. Like it's very It's robust.
There's still gonna be plenty robust. That's a great word. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Tell us about the frames that the Moxie is available with.
Okay.
The frames. Okay. The question is, what frames is the Moxie available with? This is the loft frame, like we talked about it a little bit earlier. I think Kayla, can we get a good shot? I mean, like a wider shot, maybe. I mean, if you haven't seen, the best is to see if you can find a retailer that has them set up, so you can see them.
Or they can go to handyquilter.com and see some really great pictures.
Yes, and there's like great ones that you can see great pictures. But I've seen things that are like, oh, is it cheap? Is it flimsy? No, it's really well made, you guys. I like to say it's still handy quilter quality. You're still getting a really good product that is solid. It's not flimsy. It's not gonna fall apart. It's a great frame.
It is a great frame. You just need to remember that this is a lighter machine. So the frame is a little lighter. Yeah. That's the biggest difference.
It's still solid, still well made.
Absolutely. And you load it and use it just the same as any of our other frames.
It's a 4-pole system.
4-pole system. Yep. So it's that easy to load. We've got clamps on the side. You know, it's It's a great frame. The other frame that's available is the little foot frame, which is super versatile. It is 5 feet, and it allows you to do any size quilt on that frame. That's the coolest thing. It's a hooping system. So you put it on, and you've got little clamps you put around the edge. You put your quilt on there, and you quilt one section out of it at a time, and then you move it over, and you can do another section. I know people that have quilted king-size quilts on the little foot frame. So whichever choice fits best in your home totally works. One thing to remember, the loft frame, it does come standard at 8 feet. However, you can add that 2-foot extension, which means that you can do king-size quilts on it.
Right. And I want to point out too that all of our machines, the frame is included in the price.
Yes.
So you're not looking at a price and then saying, okay, well, how much is my frame going to be in addition to that? All of our machines, the frame is included in the price. So just that's one thing to keep in mind. Okay, Kelly, another question.
How big of a quilt can you quilt on an 8-foot frame?
Okay.
Great question.
Yeah. So on an 8-foot frame, there's some simple math. When we move this machine all the way over to the edge of the frame, from the needle here to the edge of the carriage that it rides on is 6 inches. So we lose 6 inches off each side. So if this is an 8-foot frame, that means we can do up to a 7-foot quilt, which is how many inches?
7 times 12. 84.
84.
Good
so
job.
we can do an 84-inch quilt. Now, if we go up to the 10-foot frame, that's 120 inches long, we lose 12 inches off of it.
And then we can do a 9-foot quilt.
So we can do up to 108-inch wide quilt.
Right.
So, yeah, you can absolutely do, most of those wide backings come in 104 inches. No problem.
No problem.
No problem.
And that's that's something that's standard for all our machines. You just plan on you losing about 6 inches.
Take away 6 inches from each side.
6 inches on each side.
To allow for the carriage against the side. So that's a good
That's a great, okay, I talked about the pricing on the, any more questions on the Moxie?
How about the quilt? How can someone do a pantograph on the
Oh, let's talk about some of the accessories we can add to the Moxie.
So the question is, how can someone do a pantograph, or we'll add in Groovy boards? So the Moxie has a quilt from the back kit.
Which you guys, we can see right here. We've got these handlebars right here. You guys can see Johnny kind of moving that along there. So the quilt from the back kit is these handlebars, and also the laser right here. You can see me pointing to that right there. And then what you can do, you have to get the tabletop too. This tabletop is not included with the loft frame. I don't know. Yeah, actually it's kind of hard for you guys to see that, but what you can do is lay a pantograph along the back of this.
Right here. Yep.
And then you use this little laser light, and you can quilt from the back. So yeah, you can absolutely quilt from the back on this one. You can also do Groovy boards. So if you want to do Groovy boards, instead of, you get the quilt from the back kit, which includes the handlebars and the laser light. You would not install the laser light, and then you would also need to get a Groovy board adapter, which is a little bracket right here that holds the adapter. And then you set Groovy boards. Once again, you'd need to be sure and get the tabletop. You set the Groovy boards here on the back, and you'd easily be able to quilt from the back.
Right.
So that's one of the great accessories you can add to the Moxie. Another great accessory, I kind of jumped the gun before and started talking about this. Can we do rulers on the Moxie?
I remember something I want to talk about.
What?
Talk about rulers, and I'll remember.
So you have to have a ruler base. And guess what? We have one for the Moxie. So if you think you want to do rulers, you get the ruler base. And we recommend getting a Surefoot also. Just keep things nice and safe while we're using rulers.
Another thing that I like to point out with the Handy Quilter machines and feet, so we sell many different feet. Any of the feet are going to transfer over to your other machines. So if you start out on the Moxie and you're like, I love it, I'm going to go all in on long arm machine quilting, all the feet can be used on any of our machines.
Yep.
So except for one tiny exception.
Yeah.
But that's another story.
Yeah.
We'll talk
about that on Friday.
So if, like, I had someone call like a couple of weeks ago, and she's like, oh my gosh, I love the Moxie. It's genius. I asked my retailer if I could trade it in. I got an Infinity with a Pro Stitcher.
That's crazy.
That might not be you, but it might. Like, it might be something that you just fall in love with. I know that I fall in love with long arm quilting. And so yeah, if you decide to go start with a Moxie and you buy a couple of feet, you could absolutely change, those will absolutely work on an Amara, Forte, whatever you decide to get in the future.
Well, the nice thing is the full Handy Feet lineup. Did I say that?
Handy Feet lineup. That sounds good.
Handy Feet lineup. You can use any of the feet on the Moxie.
Yeah.
They all work.
And they'll all transfer to your other machines.
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Kelly, any other questions? No?
Well, there's financing questions, but they need to talk to the retailer.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So we've got some questions about financing, and our answer is contact your local retailer.
Yeah.
They can answer those questions.
They can
about
help you out with
financing.
that.
Here's a question.
Ooh,
What is a Groovy board? Yeah, I can actually see that question up there. So
Yeah.
what is a Groovy board?
Do we
Should I run and grab one?
here?
Yeah. Explain what they are.
Okay. So we're just going to explain. So a Groovy
Where
board
did my
is
Groovy board go?
it's a piece of plastic about yay big. It fits on the back of your machine, and it's like a flat piece of plastic, and it has etched in it a design.
Yep.
You can put on a Groovy board adapter that sits down in that board, and then as you sew along, you're just following that etched design. So it'd be nice to have one. We'll show you later.
Here's what we'll do. We'll have one for you on Wednesday. When we talk about the Amara,
Right.
we'll be sure and have one
We'll bring one
available
in.
so we can show you. So tune back in, be sure and tune back in.
So
What size pantos can you use? Well, the Moxie has 15 inches of throat space. And to accommodate the pullback here, and then also as we advance the quilt and it stacks up a little bit, you usually want to subtract about 3, maybe 4 inches. So I would say on the Moxie, you could safely do pantographs up to maybe 10 inches. I'd probably, 9, 10 inches tall would be safe.
Right. Good job.
And of course, the length, whatever size of frame you have.
Okay.
What
Brad,
is the
go ahead.
maximum size frame for Moxie? Who's Brad that asked
10
that?
feet.
10 feet.
Right?
Yeah, you can add 2 feet to the loft frame and go from 8 to 10. And you can do that 108-inch quilt on it.
You can do a 6. I kind of point this out
that's right.
sometimes. If you bought the 10 foot,
Yeah.
you could set up with a 4 foot and a 2 foot and have a 6 foot frame.
However, remember, you can put the Moxie on the little foot frame, which means you could do a quilt that was however
Any
big you
size
wanted to
with the
do.
hooping
You can do
system.
any size. There's no limitations.
And this is getting in deep.
I know.
And on the little foot frame, you can add the little buddy, which
Yes.
adds a take-up pole to the back, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
All right. Sandy's asking, can you attach the Groovy board stylus and the laser light on the same time? No, right?
I believe you have to take the one off of the other. The way that the Moxie is designed, the Groovy board adapter kind of sits right in the way. But it's really easy. There's a little post right here that you can just unscrew. And if you put the Groovy board adapter, I'm pretty sure it's just one bolt that you have to tighten.
Yeah.
So it's not hard to change back and forth.
Yeah.
If you decide that you'd like to do that.
That is a great question. Thank you.
It's a very good question. Yeah.
Can you use a Groovy board on an Amara? Yes, absolutely you can.
Absolutely.
You need to get to the quilt from the back kit and the Groovy board adapter.
Yep, you can use it on any of our frame-mounted machines, meaning any of the machines that are on a frame, you can use Groovy boards. Absolutely.
Yep, definitely.
We answered as many questions as we could. There were some we didn't get to.
Okay.
Okay, we didn't talk about handyquilter.com.
No,
Oh, sorry.
handyquilter.education, a
Yes.
brand new thing that's just coming out. So we're just getting ready to wrap up here. So this is your last call for comments. If you want to be entered in to win this great apron, be sure and be commenting in about 2 minutes or so. We're going to be picking a winner.
Are we wrapping up?
Yeah. We're getting close. So, we want to talk about a brand new, awesome website that is being added. It's handyquilter.education. Okay,
Right.
It's not .edu. We're not an official educational institution, but it's handyquilter.education. And this is going to be our new curriculum-based platform for learning. We're starting with 2 brand new classes that are being launched this week. They're there right now. You'll be able to go see them. We have a class by Jane Hopprich, It's a free motion class and it's amazing. I looked at it this morning. It's feathers, and Jane does such beautiful feathers, doesn't she? So it's such a great class. If free motion quilting is not your thing and you're more of a pro stitcher person, we got you covered too. Susan Manry did a class for us just an awesome class. It's custom quilting with pro stitcher. Just such a great class. I've actually taken classes from Susan. I learned how to do some of my pro stitcher from her, and she's such a great teacher. So both of those classes are available at handyquilter.education. Plus there's a little bonus.
There's 2 free classes.
There's 2.
And one from Kim and one from Christina.
Yes.
Those are free with your purchase. So with your purchase of 1 class, you get actually 3 classes.
Yep, exactly.
So,
and if you purchase two classes, you end up with 4. So you get those extra 2.
We did want to know, you have your access to these classes forever.
Yes.
So you're always going to be able to access them. Also, we're going to be adding more, obviously. Yes. And this is something we've been working on for like a year, right? It's been a year, like probably a year in development.
Yes.
So we've been working very hard on this, and you're really going to enjoy it. You're going to love it.
Yeah, we can't wait to hear. And we're planning to have Susan and Jane join us later in the week and talk a little bit about their classes. Yes. So be sure and watch again to check on that.
Okay.
So we need to take a minute and talk about quilts.
Oh, we didn't talk about quilts.
I just realized we haven't done that yet.
I was going to show everybody what's in the
Well, why don't you do that? Because we want to get
about quilts first.
Many people commenting as possible.
Okay, included in the apron is a spool of thread.
A cone of thread.
A cone of thread. A cone of so fine in a beautiful blue color.
That's gorgeous.
But let's talk about the quilts we've already seen.
Yes.
Kelly, do you want to throw those up?
So we've got some quilts here. So these are some of the quilts that have already posted from the HQ summer show. Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm actually going to walk up here a little bit closer so I can see the names of the people. So this one is from Stitch For You Quilting by Lauren. Such a gorgeous quilt. She used that hashtag HQ Summer Show. Right. Say that really fast 10 times.
Oh, I love this one.
Such a great one. This one is from Jessica Robinson 7. Such a fun star quilt. Look at that with all those sampler blocks on the inside. That's a fantastic quilt. Oh, rainbow quilt. Johnny loves these ones. Gorgeous. This is by Jane Stitch by Stitch. I do believe that is, yes, I see the picture up there. That's Jane Hopprich. That's actually one of the gals who's teaching on handyquilter.education. Gorgeous quilt, Jane. Next, we have one by Stitches Workshop. Such a fun quilt. Once again, that rainbow theme. Look at that in applique.
Yeah.
This one is by Rainbow Stitching. Oh, such a fun quilt. I love it. It's like an Irish chain. It's so fun. This is another one by Jane Stitch by Stitch, Jane Hopprich. Such a fun one. Jane's actually from Maryland, and so this is a little nod to where she comes from. The Chesapeake Bay crab. Did I say that right? Yeah, such a fun quilt that Jane quilted there. Love that quilt. All right.
Okay, so if you want to check out any other quilts, you just search that hashtag.
Yeah.
Hashtag HQ Summer Show.
Summer Show. It's right there.
Right. Okay. So what else is in the amazing apron that you're going to win? Hand sanitizer.
Yes.
With Handy Quilter brand hand sanitizer. Ooh, a dust cloth.
Yes. Really great for glasses, or actually like your Pro Stitcher screen or the screen on any of your machines.
Some cutesy rulers from past academies.
Yes. So fun.
What else? The lanyard I'm wearing.
Oh yes.
Also from a past academy.
Such a great lanyard.
My favorite color.
We love those.
A tin. And
we'll see what else we got in there.
Oh, a zinger.
A zinger.
Perfect. And maybe something. Sorry, I forgot.
Do a couple other things.
Face mask. A Handy Quilter face mask. Yeah, I might throw some things in from my desk just so you know.
We'll see what that is.
Might get a pen or something.
Do we have a winner chosen? A commenter?
One lucky commenter.
So who is our lucky commenter? You want to put that up on the screen for us?
I will.
Kelly?
I picked her and then I got a lot.
Okay, Kelly's just going back through and finding the person who was the winner. Kelly's running our comments.
Hold on.
We're holding on. Everybody's waiting with bated breath.
Like
there's a lot of comments.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you so much for commenting. We really appreciate that. And just so you know, we'll go back through and answer any other questions that we didn't.
Janet LeCarry, love the
Janet
apron.
LeCarry.
How fun and useful too. Okay, Janet.
Yes.
So send us your email. Send an email to hqevents@handyquilter.com.
Yes.
And that goes to me.
Yes.
And I will put this in the mail for you, Janet.
So Janet, you need to send us your name and your shipping address to hqevents@handyquilter.com, and we'll get this in the mail to you as soon as we get that address from you.
We're gonna send you
All
some
right,
fun things.
we're gonna pop that email address up here in just a second. There you go.
There you go.
So Janet, email us at hqevents@handyquilter.com. We'll get this sent to you, okay?
Okay, I think we covered everything.
I think we did. So just a quick reminder. First of all, be sure to come back tomorrow to watch again. Kelly and Christina are going to be talking about the Capri. Remember that this special show pricing is good all week long. Visit handyquilter.com or visit your local retailer for more details about it. And be sure to enter our summer show, our quilt show, for a chance to win the HQ Stitch 210. Such a cute machine on Friday. So if you post a quilt with hashtag HQ Summer Show,
it's so easy.
You're entered. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do.
Easy.
It's so easy. So
okay.
Be sure to do that. And also don't forget to check out handyquilter.education for those great new classes we have.
Right.
Okay.
I think we covered everything.
I think we did.
Oh my gosh, you guys. It's a good week here at Handy Quilter. We're so excited to be here with you.
Yes. And we're so excited to be back. Every day this week, we're doing a live, same time on Facebook and YouTube. Be sure to join us at noon Mountain Time. Johnny and I and Kelly and Christina, the studio educators, two of us will be on at least every day this week to introduce you to a great new machine, show you some more quilts, and talk about a lot of other great Handy Quilter things.
Okay. We'll see you tomorrow.